Hey everybody, Justin Barber, the Mindful Barbarian. Coming at you right now from the Clark Fork River, the edge of it, the middle of Missoula, Montana, right off of downtown. You can see over my shoulder here, we've got Mount Sentinel with the M on it. One of these days, I'm gonna hike up there and do a video from there. And I'll tell you what, I have this mental block because I know it's hard. It's not that hard. I've hiked around on that mountain. If you've watched my channel, I've got a video already, 2 of them actually, hiking around on Mount Sentinel. But I'm going to hike up to up to the M here one of these days, do a little video of that, show you the city, all that kind of stuff. And I probably should have done this video up there, but I'm feeling too lazy. And the reason for that is because that's what this video is about. Today, my wife and I were talking about things that you do that require mental endurance or willpower, discipline, hard stuff that we choose to do. Okay, like you choose to go hiking, you choose to go running, you choose to lift weights, you choose to do Bikram yoga, you choose to get a tattoo, right? This is all stuff that you choose. So we were talking about that, and I'm comparing this to my wallpaper video from about a week ago, which, as an aside, we're just about done removing wallpaper in this house. We've done a bunch of texturing and stuff, and it still sucks. It has sucked this entire week and a half. So we have had to really try to force ourselves to look at the bright sides on this and kind of get along and get through it. But we're getting there. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, I'm saying, hey, the stuff you choose to do. So stop, take a minute. Think about what kind of things you choose to do that are hard. Things that require discipline, willpower. And I'm not saying like not eating stuff. I'm saying like activities that you do because you know it's going to make you better. It's going to make you the person, or help make you the person you want to be. You know, if you want to be a runner, you got to run. If you want to be someone that walks 3 miles a day, you got to walk 3 miles a day, right? Whether you want to or not. If you want to have body art, if you want to get a dragon tattooed on your arm, you got to go in. I went in this week. Got some more work done. I'm getting closer to getting my right arm all done. And what I'm saying is, I think it's worth taking a minute to think about why we do stuff like this. And I mean, it's simple, but take a minute and ponder that. You know, what kind of things do you do that are hard, that require those things? Why do you do it? Bikram yoga. Are you guys familiar with this? I did Bikram yoga for years ago. I did all kinds of yoga, but Bikram yoga, they jack the heat way up. They jack the humidity way up. It's over 100 degrees. Humidity is really high. And then you do an hour and a half of really grueling, tough yoga positions. And I'll tell you what, people think yoga might not be hard if they haven't done it. Go do a Bikram yoga class one of these days. Or a hot yoga. Find out. Find out. On one hand, it really sucks. It's so hard. It's hard on you. Everybody thinks, oh man, no. It's hard. Now, I went into that not wanting to do it. My ex-wife convinced me to do it. I didn't want to do it. There was no way in hell I was going to go do a Bikram yoga class. Well, she got me to go to one. I went to one. It was awful. But it was awesome also. It was great. I loved it. I went the next 60-something days, like 61 days in a row. I went, or 69, I think, something like that. And then I went 6 days a week for over a year. I did it all the time. Now, why would I do that? Why? Well, I got a lot of benefits out of it. I liked it. It stroked my ego in some ways because I found out I was good at yoga, but hey, it's hard. And naturally, my body, I was flexible in the right ways, strong in the right ways. I was able to develop myself and build myself. It was a good thing. Now, I'm not doing it anymore, and I like it. I recommend it, but like for instance, my least flexible thing is my hamstrings. But at that time, if I was not warmed up, I could stand straight-legged on stairs, and I could bend over, and I could put my palms flat on the step, one step below the one that I was standing on. And that's not even being warmed up. Like, I was flexible, I was strong, right? It was good, so I did that. Whoa. Camera difficulties, or gimbal trickery or something. So anyway, I did that. These days I lift weights, although right now I'm not lifting weights. I'm doing bands and being too lazy and not doing well enough and losing some of my strength gains. But lifting weights, why do you lift weights? I'm not looking at flexibility so much as just maintaining a certain amount of muscle, maintaining a certain amount of readiness. Makes me better at my job, actually. Lifting heavy stuff and walking around with it. I do a lot of that. So why do you do that? What things do you do? Why do you get a tattoo? You know, why? Well, easy. You want to be a person who has tattoos. You want to see yourself as that kind of person. So you do it. So I'm just saying, I think today it's worth taking a minute, thinking about why you do these things. what you do, what benefits you get out of them, and where are you slipping? Because on that kind of stuff, you know, you're really holding yourself accountable like there's no one else is, you know? So are you slipping? Because I'm slipping. I'm not working out nearly as well as I should be, nearly as well as I want to be. You know, I've been working out for, Jesus, 3.5 years now since I've solidly have been lifting weights and exercising. I got to lose some fat. I'd like to build some more muscle back. I'd like to get my strength back. You know, it's down a little from optimum. I blame it on the coronavirus, which is true, but it's also me being lazy. No one else making me do that. You know, it's all on me. Point is, I got to hold myself accountable, right? If I want to do that. Now, stuff like that, that's a habitual thing to build your body into what you want. You know, same thing with like a tattoo. Now, that's a thing that's quick. You choose to do it, you go in, you do it. But you got to sit through it. Like I say, it hasn't hurt me too much at this point yet. So it's not too much for me to have to endure that. But in general, they're hard. It's a mindset thing. You got to kind of get yourself ready, you know. I'd endure that. Tons of people have a zillion of them, piercings, all that stuff. Okay, so I just thought I was recording myself for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. And I wasn't. So I'm going to speed things up here. So the purpose of this video is to just take a little time out of your day to look at yourself and think about why you do these difficult things. Why do you do things and put yourself through it? Think about what those things are and why do you do them? What are your motivations? Because like say, for instance, Bikram yoga. Why did I do it like crazy? Okay, I did it like crazy for multiple reasons. I enjoyed it, even though I sometimes hated it. It made me more flexible. It made me more, you know, it made me more the person that I wanted to be in that time. It had some bad sides because I quit running. I was running all the time. I was running 4 miles 4 days a week for the most part at that point, and I quit running because it was making my hamstrings tight. Since it was making my hamstrings tight, it made me not so good at the flexibility. You know, it was like a play between flexibility in your hamstrings versus the shock power you need for running. Well, so I quit running. I didn't lift weights. I didn't do anything. I just did Bikram. So it made me very good at Bikram, and I was, but not good at other stuff. So my point is, with many of these things, I think we become obsessed. And when I look at myself and I think, well, the kinds of things that I typically do that are hard that I want to do, usually I do them too much. I think striving for balance is really what we need to do. And I'll tell you what, you know, sometimes I'm not balanced. Let's take my Christmas lights, for example. I used to have my Christmas lights. I used to do up my tree like crazy. They were on the national news. On CBS, I was on the national news one time in like 2007 or so, maybe 2006 actually. And I used to do it every year. I don't do it anymore. Now, what are the reasons I did that? I climbing around in the tree. It's difficult. It was tricky. I spent 10 days doing it. So when I did that, like, what are my reasons for doing that? And I'd say it's valuable for me to sit here and look at that because, okay, I brought people happiness. We had approximately 500 cars a night would drive by checking out my lights. I mean, it was crazy. Tons of people, they loved it, right? So I had an audience. So it's fluffing up my ego. Now that's okay because I do think, you know, like we all need egos fluffed up to a point, but you don't want to make it like a balloon and you pump it up so much it blows up, right? So I overdid it. And the only thing that stopped me is we bought a new house, so I don't live there anymore. So, and the lights of the mini lights weren't good for the tree. It was waking it up. It was warming it up too much in the winter. I couldn't afford to do it now. It's just so expensive. But anyway, the main reason I did that was not because it made people happy. I even had a lady come and that wrote a book on making other people happy and gave it to me, a signed copy, because I was so great with that at making other people happy. So I got my ego stroked a whole bunch, right? So that's not good. It was too far. I needed to be more balanced in the middle. And I recognize that, and I say it's good for me now to look back in retrospect and say, hey, you know, yeah, you took it too far. What am I doing now? Like, am I going to get my whole body tattooed? No, I'll get some more stuff though. Am I, like, say, lifting weights, running? You could take those things to extremes and do it too much. Now, luckily, I'm not in danger of that. I'm in danger of the other way. You know, I can stick with it, but you see some people that go too damn far. And I'd say it's different for everybody. I've got a friend, she's a crazy ice skater. I don't know if she views ice skating as, and she watches these videos, so hey, hello, Iki and Snow Cosplay. I don't know that she and I look at ice skating in the same way. I've only skated 4 times in my life, and I've fallen down a few times. I've banged my head off that ice, and I understand that it is dangerous, and I have no skill, and it hurts my feet like a son of a bitch. So I like it, it's fun, but the whole time I'm thinking, God damn, I'm gonna crack my head on the ice, or my feet start aching so damn bad, I just wanna get off the ice. So for me, that's a hard thing that I'm not willing to do too much of, okay? I'm not. Now, I don't think it's as hard on her, but it is. It's a hard thing. It's tough. You got to adapt to it, right? And so you force your body. Probably if I did it a bunch, my feet wouldn't hurt. If I took a class and learned how to do it, you know, if it was something that if I wanted to be an ice skater and I did that, it probably wouldn't be so tough. Now, so her examination on ice skating and mine are 2 totally different things, you know? I'm just saying then, where do you take this? Take this and examine your own self. It's good to do some self-reflection. The purpose of these videos, you know, do a little self-reflection. If I'm giving you a reminder about something you already know or introducing some new idea, you know, and you take that, take it and apply it to yourself. Take 2 minutes, sit down, think about it. Do you overdo it on some stuff? Do you underdo it on some stuff? Can you not list things that you make yourself do, you know, that are hard? Probably should have something. You know, like they say, to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs. You got to beat yourself down to have yourself grow. Adversity makes us grow. Check yourself out. Hold yourself accountable. No one else is going to. You know? So, it is getting dark. The fact that I lost a bunch of video because of screwing up and trying to get on target and everything, I better wrap it up. You're not going to be able to see me. I'm going to be in the damn dark. If you like what I'm doing and you want to see more of it, like this video, watch all my stuff. I think this will be video number 30, 31, maybe something like that I put out in 8 weeks. So if you like them, subscribe to the channel, check things out. I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Get out there and go do something hard on yourself, but don't go too hard.